colored pencil, chrome lettering, and more with Mr. G. Today we're going to be talking about lettering or typography. So we're going to try different styles of lettering. So some chrome, a reflective style of surface on our lettering, and a bunch of different other styles, just demonstrations. So what you want to do is you want to choose your first lettering, your letter, and you can notice that on the inside I put a little bit of what they call a bevel. And so it's kind of not an outline, but an inline. And then I'm going to start with this particular one. I'm going to start with a light blue, because this is a reflection of the sky. So it's kind of like when you're looking out at, let's say, I don't know, maybe Minecraft or a big landscape that's just completely straight. There's no trees in the background. There's just a sky and maybe a desert. That's kind of what I'm thinking when with the look of this lettering here. So I'm giving a bit of a gradation. If you remember, gradation is going from a kind of a darker to light. So I'm pressing down a little bit harder on the top, and then I'm going lighter and lighter and lighter as I go down. And so that's going to be kind of the sky reflection from this chrome letter. And it's going to go all the way across the letter. When you have a bunch of letters, they're going to go all the way across each one of those letters at the exact same level. So this is going to be kind of the horizon line, and you'll notice it's not perfectly straight on that. I'm going to put a little bit of each little bit of brown, darker brown on either side of it, kind of going down just a little bit here and there. And then I'm going to do another gradation with that and just go from dark to light. And that'll kind of represent the reflection of the land or the horizon line. And notice I'm staying on the inside of that bevel, the inside of that inline. I guess we can call it an inline instead of an outline. And I'm going to go with a darker, maybe not quite a yellow. If you have a light brown or a tan, that would be probably perfect for this. Or maybe you want to do a reflection of grass instead. So you do like kind of a dark green going into a lighter green. You can even overlay that with some brown. Notice how I'm mixing these colors together. So you can do the same thing, take some brown and push it down a little bit. And I'm doing this very lightly. So that's how you get colors to blend really well. And then some of the finishing touches are just putting a little bit more reflection on the bevel side, because we don't want to leave the bevel side without color, because that just wouldn't be realistic. And we're trying to do a little bit of realism here with a chrome reflection. These are the types of letters that you'd see on a logo on a car, like a Ford or some style of vehicle. A lot of vehicles have these reflective letters on them. So if you choose to do chrome, this would be the way to do it. And now I'm going to outline everything just a little bit. I'm not going to do a full outline. And then at the very end of it, I'm going to give this a bit of a drop shadow. That's what we call a drop shadow when we talk about typography or talk about lettering. And notice that I'm putting the shadow just on the right side of the lettering and on the bottom. So it's going to be in the bottom and the right. That means the light will be coming from the top left. And then I'm going to take a Q-tip at the very end of this and then just smooth these out. I know this is going really fast, and then you have a nice little drop shadow. And there is your letter. So if you want to make your name out of this, you certainly can do that. I'm finishing up just a little bit by taking an eraser, erasing those pencil lines that I had, because I don't want a pencil line to make it look more realistic. I want to get rid of the pencil lines. And then maybe I'll just add a tad bit more to the bevel. And then you can kind of keep in mind that I was drawing what I see when I looked at the letter as well. I'm going to try another letter. This is actually off of a car. This is off of a Volvo logo. If you've ever heard of that kind of a car, you can see the picture that I have up of it. So in this case, I'm actually drawing what I see. So I'm trying to represent that V as closely as I can. I'm noticing that there's a blue sky on top, but there's also a reflection of maybe like some trees and a field and maybe pavement. It was hard to tell what that red really was. So what's really interesting about this is when you look at it now, it doesn't look that great and it doesn't look that realistic. That's why you take your time and try to figure out what's wrong, what's not quite right, and then you copy what you're seeing, where the colors are, what kind of colors they are, and you'll get as close as possible to making it realistic. It's really more about drawing what you see in this case than drawing what you think would be correct. One thing I am noticing is that my V is a lot taller and skinnier than the one in the bottom right corner. Oops. Sorry about that fan noise. I didn't even know it was there until after I recorded almost everything. And with this one, I'll add a drop shadow as well. Love being able to do that. It makes it kind of just pop out that much more. And again, with the Q-tip, just make it soften it up, and then you'll see it from the top. So another idea I thought about what for lettering would be on the back of a jersey. What would your name look like on the back of a jersey? So I figured, well, let's put Mr. G's name up there on the back of the jersey. We'll pick some purple for Vikings color. You can pick whatever color you want. If you guys are Packers fans or whatever fans this year, if you're interested in doing it this way, you can do it this way. So I erase my pencil lines, and then I'm just kind of outlining a little bit of my name to make it stand out. I probably could have colored that in a little bit more. And then here's some more examples of just different ideas of what you can do if you're looking for different ideas. There's kind of a square beveled one. There's one with just stripes. This one is a three-dimensional one where all the letters are going way back into the one perspective line. There's Mr. G, furry Mr. G. And then here's some from my kids' names, Danielle and then James. Danielle, I did kind of a flower theme. And then James, I just did a bunch of different things. There's even a skeleton Minecraft guy there. Mob. This is a ribbon version of my name in cursive. And finally, my first attempt at chrome lettering. That's what that one looked like. Thanks for watching.